Hi, my name's Elizabeth, and I have, for a very long time, decided to follow Jesus, but I've only recently learned to rededicate my life to Him. I was born and raised in the church, and at age 4, I was directed to the front of the church when the call came out and asked to be baptized. But the true baptism comes with full and complete understanding and knowledge of what you're doing and what you're agreeing to, which is what I have now and why I've requested a rebaptism. Several years ago, I had a major health concern and I had to have heart surgery. And after the heart surgery, I nearly died. And it was when I woke up from the anesthesia and realized that I really was dying that I asked God to save me and gave myself over to Him. Hebrews 11:1. And now that I've said that, I'm drawing a complete blank on the word.
It's okay.
But it's the one about faith. I'm sorry, Pastor, please remind me.
Yeah, no,
Help me out with
faith is being sure of what we
There
hope
we go,
for,
that's
certain
it.
of what we do not see.
Yes. And nobody knows who they are because I'm not from around here. I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Yeah.
So I would say the church I grew up in, Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church, the founding pastor, Reverend Ben Rhodes, and then coming here to Woodward, everyone that I have met, and Jonathan Lukes, Pastor Nathan, everyone here at the Nazarene Church, Pastor Ben, and some of the people at the Seventh-day Adventists, and a few other people in a couple of other churches. I can't name everyone, but God knows who that they are, and they've been very instrumental in helping to keep my feet on going in the correct path direction.
One of the questions that I get asked frequently is how long have you been blind, and how did that happen? Is that something that you want to talk about, or would you prefer not to talk about?
It doesn't bother me. I tell people all the time about it because I want them to take me as an example, a bad example, but at the same time a good one, because my bad example will show you how to do right and not become like me. I went blind, completely blind, August of last year, 2023. And that was after I had I had double eye surgery to correct my detached retinas that became that way due to uncontrolled diabetes for 25 years. I never took care of my health. I never listened to the doctors, and I never took any medication because I did not know if I would live very long. I was always under the erroneous assumption from the Lord of Liars that I was going to die an extremely early death. And if I was going to die early, why worry about taking care of the health? Just enjoy life and keep on moving. And obviously, I'm still here, and the liar is proven to be exactly as he's called. As Pastor preaches, and I can tell you truthfully, God will take the evil to His own advantage, and He has done so for me, because He has used my blindness to bring me so much closer to Him, so much faster. When I could see, I always relied on myself, what I could do what I could manage and how I could do it. And I turned to God, as a lot of us do, for just a little bit of things, and only for the really major items I couldn't handle. And that's not how God wants us. He wants us all the time, everywhere, for everything. And in being blind, I've had to turn to God for absolutely everything. I have no job, and at the time, no income, and I had no way of providing for myself. I could not pay for my motel room. I could not pay for food. I could not pay for transportation. Nothing but God provided for all of that. When I turned to him and I asked, and he provided me with a place to stay, with food to eat, with transportation, with an excessive amount, well, not an excess, because you can always have more, but an extreme amount of new friends and family that I could turn to for anything I needed. It might take time, but they were always there for me, are always there for me. And now God has provided not the motel room, but a proper apartment for me, and the financing to pay for the apartment, because my Social Security came through. Once I quit thinking about it and worrying about it and saying, God, it's all in your hands, because I can do nothing without you. And once I say that and I step back and leave it alone, he takes over and he runs with it. And no one can run as far or as fast as God.